Hello everyone, welcome to Dumb Minds Presents Machine Learning for All. I am Sukresh and I'll be assisting you to learn machine learning in both theory concepts and practical implementations in Python and Java. In the previous tutorial, we had a little introduction to supervised learning, the types of supervised learning, and finally we discussed a few algorithms in supervised learning. And for today's session, we'll be getting to know about unsupervised learning. Let's start without wasting time. And our today's agenda is to learn what is unsupervised learning and with few examples to illustrate where can we be using them. And finally, we'll be getting to know about a few algorithms used in unsupervised learning. Let's start. Unsupervised learning is a type of self-organized learning that helps in finding previously known patterns in data without labels. Here, labels in the sense the outputs. So, in unsupervised learning, we'll be just feeding our machine with inputs only, and it has to identify the patterns in the dataset. Let me take an example and explain it. See, this is a dataset containing heights and weights of a few people. See, for this dataset, we are feeding the machine with the inputs only, that is height and weight, and the machine has to find gender based on the height and weight. So our machine has to find the clusters in the dataset. If you can plot the dataset, it will look like this. See this graph. The dataset has turned into clusters, one colored as blue and another as a purple. But our machine won't know which group is male and which group is female, but it just categorized based on the inputs. So if you want to use this machine and find whether he is a male or female based on their height or weight, we'll be giving height and weight to our machine and it will find which group does it belongs to. It can only find whether it belongs to a blue dots or it will belongs to purple dots. This is what called unsupervised learning, and the example that I have used is a clustering approach, and this is one of the applications of the unsupervised learning. And unsupervised learning can also be used in many fields like let me take anomaly detection. See, anomalies in the sense they are the rare items which rise suspicious by differing significantly from the majority of the dataset. Let's take an example. See, there is a man who might have some abnormal growth like height of 7.4 feet and weight of 148 kilograms. See, this person have a rare condition that makes him separate from the remaining group. If you can see the graph of this, you can see the point is away from the main group. So this is an anomaly. And using unsupervised learning, we can find anomalies in the dataset. If we have a lot of anomalies in the dataset, that may rise to increase in the error. If we can try to find the accuracy level of a machine using this dataset, that might have some errors. So we have to decrease as much anomalies as possible in order to make our dataset completely functional. And another important field where we be using unsupervised learning is artificial neural networks. This is where we'll be using both machine learning and deep learning. Here, unsupervised learning can be used to make autoencoders, deep belief networks, and a lot more. We'll be discussing all these things in the upcoming videos about autoencoders, deep belief networks, and a lot more. And like that, unsupervised learning can also be used in many ways. This is all about unsupervised learning and its fields of usage. Now let's start know about some basic algorithms that are used in. The first thing we'll consider is a hierarchical clustering, and after that we'll be having k-means algorithm, self-organizing maps, optics algorithms, and more. And I'm not going to explain all these things in this tutorial only because they are a bit harder to learn. So we'll be getting know about all these algorithms in the next upcoming video. Just have mind in that these algorithms belongs to unsupervised learning. And we have come to the end of the discussion. This is a brief introduction to unsupervised learning. In the description of the video, I am providing you the links to the Wikipedia pages. Check it once. If you still have any doubts, ask me in the comment section so that I can give you answers, or I'll definitely show you the way to reach the solution. If you like our work, kindful to give us a like and don't forget to subscribe to Dumb Minds. Thank you and see you in the next session.